guys, welcome back to the Wall Street Bull. Anthony here. I hope you're all doing well and staying positive out there. It is never a dull and boring moment in crypto, finance, or the stock market. That is why I love doing daily market updates. Now today, yes, I'm coming to you from home. Was at the office earlier, but had to come back. Just so much going on today. It's been crazy, and it's now coming up to 9:30 p.m. And it is the 6th of May. There is a lot going on in the finance and crypto world. Tariffs, it's absolutely crazy. Anyway, let's have a quick overview of what we're going to go through. No more XRP reports from Ripple, which is going to be interesting. They used to do these quarterly, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens with that, because apparently they're just doing it online. Again, we've got White House dinner, so you can actually buy a ticket to the White House for a dinner, but it will cost you a lot of money. Interesting one about Galaxy though, swapping $106 million to Solana as Ethereum slumps. Yes, it does. Ethereum has not been performing very well. Van Eck files for a BNB ETF. So one we have to add to the list. And I'm going to go over my top cryptocurrencies that I'm really bullish on and have got dollar cost averaging buys set up for these. We've got some ex-governor calling Bitcoin a Ponzi scheme. There is also a video with, oh gosh, forgotten his bloody name, Mr. Wonderful. Anyway, he's just full-blown against Michael Saylor's strategy for dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. We're going to go over that. We've got Sui breakout. Is there a $4 target imminent, which is interesting. The US releases crypto bill draft. So things are taking time. Oh, that's it. Kevin O'Leary. That's his name, Mr. Wonderful. But we're going to go over all of that. And of course, my trading bots with 3 commas are doing nicely as well. But anyway, massive shout out and thank you to every single one of you who have subscribed to the channel. I really appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you are new, smash the subscribe button down there. Turn on that little bell notification, because as you can see right here, I absolutely love documenting my journey with investing with cryptos, dividend stocks, growth stocks, talking about passive income, building financial freedom. And of course, my goal at the end of the day is to build generational wealth. So come along with this incredible journey. Things are getting very interesting in this space. Also, if you can give this video a thumbs up, watch it straight through, would really help me push this channel out to a lot more people, because the YouTube algorithm is absolute magic when you find, ladies and gentlemen, do that. So make sure you give it a thumbs up. Doesn't cost you anything. It's down there. Thank you very much. You guys rock. Also, a little disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor. Please do your own research and due diligence with this stuff. Right? I don't want to see anyone get financially hurt. That is why my number one golden rule is I only invest what I can afford to lose. And yet we don't like to lose. You can lose money like that in the blink of an eye in crypto and any other investment. So be careful, all right? Now, formalities are out of the way. I am going to have a sip of water because I've had way too much coffee today. I had so many meetings. Oh, it's crazy. By the way, I just want to ask if anyone actually watched my video from earlier this morning about the dividend investing. That is very important, guys. If you haven't got a copy of Money Never Sleeps, go get it. You will love it. Going straight to community tab, the top ETF cryptocurrencies in my portfolio today. I share my whole portfolio in the Patreon that is linked below. Sui, Trump, Solana, Axel. We're going to get into the whole list. Top banking coins. I'm still bullish on utility cryptocurrencies, okay? Casper, Constellation, DAG, Solana, and Corium. Go look it up. And yes, that's Gucci having a drink of water. And the top altcoins, again, we're going to go over this, but Veracity, Reef, Loopring, and Casper as well. So very, very nice to see that. Now, coming over to CoinMarketCap, let's have a look and see what's going on. The market has dropped a little bit, but I will say that Bitcoin has remained pretty stable. Honestly, it's remained very, very stable. So I'm happy with that. We do have a total market cap, as you can see on the screen, 2.91 trillion today. It is down 0.57%, and I'm not really concerned about that. Now, again, let's have a look here. We've got Bitcoin ETF flows, 425 million, Ethereum 0. That is not good for Ethereum, and again, the dominance still sitting at 63.97 and 7.39 for Ethereum. So it's very interesting to see what's happening here. The Bitcoin, and I should say the altcoin season index, has shifted slightly towards altcoins. So could we see a move with altcoins going crazy? We'll see, but it's moving. It is moving, as you can see right there. Now, coming over to my watch lists, This is my portfolio right now, and yes, Bitcoin's currently trading at 93,910. It's not down that much. Ethereum's at 1,700. XRP's $2.09. Solana's 142 US dollars. Dogecoin 16 cents. We've got Tron at 24 cents. Cardano 65 cents, which again I like Cardano. Sui's at $3.25, down 5.8%, so it could be a good entry, not financial advice. XLM, sorry, the dishwasher's on, 25 cents. Again, we have Shiba Inu. Yes, it is in my portfolio. Hedera's at 17 cents. Litecoin is down 6.8% to $81.85. This is because they have delayed the approval of the ETF for, I believe it's Canary Capital. So the SEC has delayed that. Because I think there's just a lot of planning behind the scenes that has to go on. And that's the truth, right? Polkadot, $3.87. XDC, I'm still bullish up. Look at that. It's like the only one in the green. No one ever talks about Sinfin or XDC. They are trade finance, and they are actually tokenizing gold in the UAE. You can look that up. That was a few years ago. It's a pretty incredible project. Okay, it is part of the banking coins. Quant is at 81.89. I'm not really concerned about what's going on in the market because I understand the technology. I know where it's going in the future. It is like the internet in 1997 when things went crazy with the internet, okay? We're at that same stage. People need to understand that. Now, the top coins, I should say, that I am extremely bullish on. And yes, these ones are the ETF cryptocurrencies, okay? Bitcoin, Ethereum, XRP, Solana, Dogecoin, Cardano, Sui, Chainlink, Hedera, Litecoin, Polkadot, Trump, Say, and Axel. Now we have yet another one, and I'm going to add it right here, and that is BNB. Right there. Okay, so every time I hear there is going to be an ETF or an application with the SEC, I'm going to add it to the list. So BNB is up there. It is up today, 0.33%. Okay, so there you go. They are the top ETF cryptocurrencies, which, in my opinion, and I'm only basing this after what happened again with Bitcoin, and it's remained very steady, and of course Ethereum. So there you go. Now, moving on, let's get to my bots. Yes, there's been a few liquidations. I've got a Bitcoin trade open up. It's pretty good, guys. That one's in profit, 183.58%. Pi, USDT, BNB, of course. I've got long, AVAX, and Say. And yes, 3 commas is linked below. You can use these. I've got my short microbot, and of course my long microbot. Now these are taking very small profits because I want them in and out of trades very, very quick. That is all linked in the Wall Street Bull University. And then moving on, earn curve, guys. Yes, I am really, really thankful for all of you that have signed up to the waitlist. This is just the beginning. Okay, so again, we're waiting approval from AusTrack, the Australian regulator. I am taking on the big guys with this, so fingers crossed that comes through. I've worked my ass off for this, so I'm just waiting. It is a 90-day period between when you submit your information for review. It's a big process, and there is a lot of documentation, okay? Huge amounts of paperwork. Now, again, moving down, you can put your first name, last name, email, and phone number. Go join the wait list. Of course, I'm starting off in Australia with a spot at Crypto Exchange. Once that's up and running, then integrating in, of course, into the US equities where the real fun starts, because that's going to be very exciting. But that's a massive process, getting a Australian financial services license, and it's also big money. But once that's up and running, of course, they're moving overseas to the United States, of course, Canada, the Asia Pacific region, the UAE, moving over to Europe, South America, and South Africa. I mean, whole world we're talking here. But again, it starts here in Australia. So I'm waiting on that. So thank you very much to those of you that have joined the Founder Circle and have helped me. I really appreciate it. I'm working so freaking hard. It's nearly coming up to 10 o'clock and I still haven't stopped. So it's going to be incredible and very exciting. I'm so excited about it. All right, so go join up. And yes, you can go get Money Never Sleeps at the wallstreetbullofficial.com. Go get it. Have a read of it. It's going to change the way you think about passive income and generating money for yourself while you sleep. That's the truth, okay? So go get it. It's at the Wall Street Bull Official. I've had a few people message me about where. On the top right-hand corner, you can see ebooks. It's right there. So I've just made it very simple, okay? Go get it. Very, very bullish. Now, again, moving on, let's get to the news. Ripple has ditched quarterly format for its XRP markets reports. They're pretty much one of the only cryptocurrency projects out there that did this, which is, I think, is incredible, but they're now stopping it. From now on, Ripple XRP holdings will still be published on the company's official website, and the community will now be able to receive updates about the company and XRP via a series of social media and blog posts. They will no longer be bundled with a single report, which will potentially reduce the legal weight of such disclosures. Ripple originally started publishing these reports in 2017. Garlinghouse claims that transparency that was provided by the report was weaponized by the SEC. And that's true, it was. And it was worth noting that the regulator, which sued Ripple in 2020, referenced some of the company's disclosures in order to make its case that XRP was not sufficiently decentralized. And as some may remember, the objective of publishing these reports started in 2017, which transparency into Ripple's holdings of XRP, which unfortunately was then used by the SEC and others, he said. So I completely understand that. And it's like private information, you know, you don't want your stuff getting public and weaponized against you. That's never a nice thing. No, we don't want that. Now, this one's an interesting one though, if my phone wants to work, but the Trump White House dinner tonight cost $1.5 million to attend. Second crypto dinner, accepts Trump tokens, not cash, which is interesting, and he's hosting it tonight. This is the second dinner. Watchdogs say that token-based dinner is a corrupt scheme letting buyers pay for presidential access. Okay, it'd be pretty cool though to do that, but $1.5 million is a bit steep. This one gets me though. Galaxy Digital swapped $100 million in Ethereum for Solana amid Ethereum market struggles, which is fascinating. Ethereum faces continued institutional outflows and DeFi migration to Solana. Wow, and Ethereum's Pectra upgrade aims to tackle scalability and improve user experience. So there's a lot of challenges with Ethereum at the moment. And again, that's a lot of money coming out of Ethereum, but I've never been a fan of Ethereum. Let me know in the comments what you think about that. It's very interesting. And yes, the BNB ETF with Van Eck. So another one added to the list. I think we're sitting at around about 72 to 73 ETF applications awaiting approval. So things are building. I think they're just trying to get all of the regulations around crypto sorted before they give any indication of approvals for these ETFs. So once one of them gets off the ground and running, which again, they've happened in the futures market, but once they all get up and running, it's going to snowball. So be prepared for that, which is really nice as well. So there you go, Van Eck, well done. Some, again, politician is Governor Martin Miley didn't hold back. Again, he took a shot at Bitcoin, calling it a Ponzi scheme, while defending Social Security as one of America's strongest programs. And it may be a strong program and a lot of people rely on it. However, crypto's the future. There's a lot of people that are going to be betting against it, that's for sure, but it's definitely not a Ponzi scheme. Now, eToro is an interesting one. They are taking their platform public with an IPO, so initial public offering, which is interesting, and they're hoping to raise $4 billion, which is interesting. So that's pretty cool. And they're offering up to 10 million shares split between the company and existing investors. So there you go. That's pretty cool to see that. I always like seeing technology advancing. SUI breakout to $4. Whether or not that happens, I'm not entirely sure, but I'm bullish on SUI. Eyes a 17% jump from where it's at the moment, which is nice. And over the last 2 weeks, SUI has jumped nearly 85%, breaking above the crucial $3.80 barrier and recovering from its multi-month downtrend. During the Q1 market retraces, SUI lost key support levels and retraced over 68% from the January high of $5.35 toward the $1.71 6-month low. And again, I'll remind everyone that there are ETFs for this. So there you go. And this is an interesting one, but Republicans in the US House of Representatives have introduced digital asset market structure discussion draft, which aims to reduce the dominance of large cryptocurrency firms and encourage broader market participation, which is nice. Led by House Agriculture Financial Services Committee, Glenn Thompson and French Hill, the discussion draft offers incremental, albeit meaningful, rewrite of the Financial Innovation Technology for the 21st Century Act. So there's a lot happening behind the scenes with regulations and, of course, President Trump honouring his word, which he has signed executive order. So this stuff's going to take time to implement. And we've still got, nearly more than 3.5 years. Excuse me. So stay bullish. Now we're going to get to X because I want to end up on this. I don't want to keep you guys too long. Thank you to those 8,999 people that have followed me on X. You guys freaking rock. Have a listen to Kevin O'Leary, if this wants to work, guys. Let's have a look here.
All right,
Listen to this.
Michael Saylor is talking his book. All right, the guy sells stock and pref shares and debt, and then buys Bitcoin with it. The stock trades twice the value of the inherent Bitcoin. That smells like something that ain't gonna work long term. Just saying. I like the guy, but it has nothing to do with strategic reserve of Bitcoin, which will never happen because we'll never get buy off on a bipartisan basis.
What do you think about that? Comment below, ladies and gentlemen. CNBC, if Bitcoin crosses 100K, it's heading straight to 125, then it's going to 200,000. Listen to this.
Use his word, right? Our global upsides are gotta be quick. It's a fast money. Yeah, you know, my issue with Bitcoin, and I'm also bullish, it's just that the correlation to the market, to me, kind of runs antithetical to why you want to invest in it. And so because of that, I just think you have to think about right-sizing that position. If it were, in fact, digital gold, and you were getting yourself some protection when the market was kind of, doing what it's done over the last 30 days, then I would say, okay, I can understand that you're diversifying a bit there. But for me, all you're doing is just adding beta to the portfolio. And
look, I don't think so, but I definitely think it's moving to 100K. There's no doubt about that. Look at this. Florida's Bitcoin reserve bills, HB 487, have failed after the legislation adjourned the 2025 session, May 2nd, without passing either bill. Both proposals have been identically postponed. This is all pending federal legislation. The fear and greed index is sitting at 59. Meanwhile, BlackRock has added 5,613 Bitcoin at $500 million. And again, they've actually purchased a total of 41,452 Bitcoin valued at $3.92 billion. Unbelievable. And yes, the SEC just dropped the lineup for the May 12th roundtable. So that is bullish. Altcoin season is coming. Yes, it is. And again, Bitwise CEO right here. Have a listen to this.
What's your
Michael
long-term
Saylor.
Bitcoin price target?
13 million a coin in the year 2045.
What is one Bitcoin?
13 million a coin. What do you think about that? And also, C said from Binance, one of the most successful crypto entrepreneurs on the planet. Listen to this.
Very difficult.
What do you think the price of Bitcoin tops at this cycle?
Again, very difficult question. Somewhere between 500K to a million, I think.
What do you think the...
There you go, guys. That's pretty straightforward. And this one, we're going to end up on President Trump and what he thinks about cryptocurrencies. Where is it, guys? I just want to play this one from Trump because I think it's friggin' awesome. He's bullish on crypto. He wants to get ahead of China. And I can't find the interview. Anyway, it's just gone missing. But he does want to get things moving. It is taking a freaking long time. Where is it, guys? And yeah, this one, actually, no, we'll end up on this one because it's quite funny. But Nancy Pelosi, she was on a very average salary for a public service worker for many, many years, but she has a net worth of somewhere between $200 to $300 million. Listen to this.
$175,000 a year, and that's at the high end, and she's worth $150, $200 million. Okay? You ought to look at Nancy Pelosi, and you ought to look at some of these politicians that are stone cold crooks.
It's true.
When I came in, being president, I probably cost me money if you really look.
It's true. It's true. It's true. Insider trading. Anyway, that's it, guys. Go get a copy of Money Never Sleeps, Join Earn Curve, and we'll keep an update on what's going on in the markets overnight. And stay bullish. Have a good night, good afternoon, and good morning. If it's morning, have a double shot espresso. Peace out, guys. Bye.